warm waters of the Atlantic. We are inside Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
The veteran, Jason Sanders, ready to get us started. And off we go from South Florida. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. They'll run. This is Jerome Ford. And it's a positive start. A gain of 5 to get things going. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Ford. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
This is how you draw up your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
And a pickup of 3 or maybe 4. Anthony Walker there to make the tackle. Here's a 2nd and 6. Minshew going to look to throw. That's caught. It's the tight end, Brock Bowers. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Finding his tight end, Mayer. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incompletely. Might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
That's the first grab of the game for the man leading the entire league in receptions coming into the weekend. He gets his team a first down. A run straight ahead. That's Ford. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Here's Minshew. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack. A lot of times as an offensive player, you come off the field, you're not thrilled to end a drive like this. with a field goal. But I think in this case, you can label it a success. You were able to operate your offense. You were able to quiet this crowd just a little bit and come away with an early lead.
To return it, here's Raheem Mostert. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. That's going to be taken in by Durham Smythe. And he's going to be running out of bounds, but not until he gets down to the 40-yard line. A big play to kick off this drive. 31 yards. They'll come up first and 10 at the 40. On play action, it's Tagovailoa. That's complete. It's Jalen Waddle. And he will score. Jalen Waddle. Touchdown, Dolphins. Jason Sanders on for the point after. He's got it. And the Dolphins move out to a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. And this one is fielded in the end zone. Will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. He'll open this drive on the ground with 4. And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Minshew. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Marcus May. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys first and 10 in the red zone.
So the first part of any interception is just end up with the ball in your hands, right? That's what every defensive coordinator wants. But anytime you can get yards on the return, that's just an added bonus. And that's what we see here. There's a little space, does a great job securing the catch, and all of those yards just set up for better field position as their offense takes the field.
That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Hill brought in motion. Number 11 on the year. The extra point by Sanders is good. And the Dolphins extend their advantage to 14-3. After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away.
Well, you could tell that the defense had seen that play on game tape, and they were ready for it. They tried to do a little jet sweep pop pass out of the gun. Defense was all over it. Nowhere to go, no gain.
They'll send a tight end in motion. The drive starts with a carry by 4. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Now Minshew. This one complete to Bryant. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for the first down. It's 4.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
This throw right side is caught by Adams. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. Now think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
Out quickly, and it's Adams.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
Davante Adams, the intended receiver, and it's going to bring up a third down. Throwing again is Minshew. He gets that complete to his tight end Mayer. And they're going to take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line. So a big third down hookup takes us to the break. 14-3 is the score. And we're back to South Florida after this. Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. He's got the tight end Mayer. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
We hear the term RPO so often, Mike, and it continues to kind of trickle its way into the NFL. But remember, it's a lot different in the NFL than it is in the college game, where it's a lot more prevalent. The lineman cannot go downfield, so that quarterback has to make a lot of really fast snapshot decisions, or else it's going to lead to a penalty or him holding on to the ball too long. So it's something that teams want to implement, but maybe not quite to the level that we see in the college game.
They've converted twice on third down on this drive. Now facing 3rd and 3. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. On now, Daniel Carlson to try the field goal. Officially, a 29-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Raiders cut the lead to 4. It's 10-6.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone, and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Mostert now to return. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10. He'll get this to the former Falcon, Jonnu Smith. And he is out of bounds all the way down at the 35-yard line. A big-time play for the Dolphins. 36 yards. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. They'll motion the tight end Smith. 2-and-out on 1st down. That's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Divine Diablo. And his guys are going to be set up with a short field as they look to draw closer and perhaps draw even in this one.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part, I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
And he'll work forward for about 4. It's second down. From the gun, here's Minshew. He's got it inside the 5. And he's going to be brought down. 2 yards from 6 points. It is first down and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Trying to push the pile forward. He didn't even get to the 1-yard line. They stop him short. No gain.
Well, after being stopped for no gain on first down on the ground, Mike, it brings up the question. Second and goal from the 2. What do? I like throwing it. I don't like waiting till third down to air the ball out.
Good blocking, and he's in. Michael Mayer. Touchdown, Raiders. That a big score, Greg. They continue to get points, but after not getting touchdowns, this has to feel really good to this offense.
It really does, and I think anytime you can build on your confidence that now you know the rest of this game, you can finish these good drives. Coming away with 2 field goals, those are wins for the defense. So now a win for the offensive side of the ball, and got to see now if you can keep this rolling throughout the rest of this game.
Mostert now to return. They get across the 10. That is it. And they'll be backed up to start this drive. They'll come up here, first and 10. Tua out quick. See what Tyreek can do. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
A play fake. Now Tua to throw. Right back to Hill. He's got it again. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line.
I'd like to see them do a better job here the rest of the game, Mike, just disguising the coverage from the pre-snap look to the post-snap look. And what I mean is, when you have a quarterback at this level and what they see before the ball's in their hands is the exact same thing they see once they do get the ball, everything is just so much easier for them to process. Change the look, change the coverages, move your safeties. Make the quarterback have to process with the ball in his hand.
Here's second and 2.
Ready, shot. Hey, time out 2.
They'll motion the tight end, Smith. Throwing again, it's Tua. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
Opening carry of the game for the speedster, Devon Achane. And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. He's going to lose a yard.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
He's got his man. It's Hill. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter.
Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. To the air again, Tagovailoa looking underneath for Achane. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
They were able to complete this pass, but how often do we see these running backs run these angle routes and they catch it in stride and run a hole through the defense? So I know the defense gave up some yards here, but it could have been a lot worse.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. In motion, it's Waddle. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he gets out wide. He'll go to the end zone. Jalen Waddle. Touchdown, Dolphins. 2 touchdowns for him in the game. Numbers 10 and 11 on the year. Now, here's the Dolphins and Tua going for 2. In motion, it's Waddle. Off play action, it's Tua. And he'll get into the end zone. Doing it on his own. Successful 2-point conversion. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. On the return, it is Trey Tucker. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. The shotgun, a throw for Minshew. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
That'll be taken in by McKinnon.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3. They'll try and throw with Minshew. He gets this complete, finding Adams. So we hit halftime here in South Florida, and the Dolphins are in the lead. As we send you up to Orlando for a check-in with Jonathan Coachman. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, it's all yours. Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. Now a first down throw for Tua. That's complete to Smith. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Second down and 3.
Go ahead.
They'll fake the handoff. Now, Tua. A dive and a catch. Incredible. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a first down. Hill brought in motion. A run with the fullback in goal. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down. In motion comes Beckham.
Ready.
Fake the handoff. Now, Tua. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Go ahead.
Throwing on third down, Tungo Vailoa. And that is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Sanders' kick is good. And the Dolphins will extend their third quarter lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run with 4. And he's going to be stopped in his tracks. He'll lose a couple of yards on that one.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Working out of the gun, it's Minshew. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. Minshew going to look to throw, and that is incomplete.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
And that is incomplete. The defense very happy to see that play call. The decision to go for a 4th and long will end up in a turnover on down.
So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on 4th down. But this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, no easy completions, and this defense forces a huge stop on 4th down.
Working across the field, there goes Hill. And he's into the end zone. Tyreek Hill, touchdown Miami. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Now Sanders on for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Dolphins will extend this third quarter lead. After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Minshew now to throw on 1st and 10. And he can't get away. They rally to the football on defense and bring him down for no gain. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Up the middle. Here's 4. He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to 3rd down. Throwing is Minshew. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. Not just a first down, but reception number 70 on the season. Minshew. First down throw there is incomplete.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage. We see quarterbacks do that all the time, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot. The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
To the air on 3rd down. That is intercepted. Picked off by Kader Kohou. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
Open man downfield, Tyreek Hill. And he's out of bounds, but not until he gets inside the 25-yard line. His 8th reception of the game. And good for a first down. They'll motion the tight end, Smith. On 1st and 10, here's Tua. That's over the middle, caught by Tyreek. And he'll be taken down.
Mike, think back to our conversation during the break. We've kind of both asked ourselves, are they content with this double-digit lead? Do they come out and play conservative here in the second half? Well, it took exactly 1 play to get our answer. They continue to get chunk plays like this. This thing could get out of reach fast.
And he'll be brought down on what will be the final act here in this 3rd quarter. From the 1, 2nd and goal.
Get set.
They'll run with Achane. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Devon Achane. Touchdown, Dolphins. Sanders here for the extra point. He's got it. And the Dolphins will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. A running play here for Foreman. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down. And now he's not spiking it, it's a fake. And this is going to blow up on them. So much for a fake, it's a sack. That is Bradley Chubb. Tough to stop. He comes up with the sack. From the gun, here's Minshew. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down. Now Minshew. And that is not going to work. Incomplete, and they turn it over on downs.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
Second and 7. In motion, it's Waddle. Once again, it's Achane. And he is not going to get away. Might have got the yard, but it will set up 3rd down. In motion, it's Waddle. Quick throw here is complete. He's going to have that 1st down, gain of 6, as they convert on 3rd down. Hill brought in motion. A play fake. Now 2 to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. Now it's Tua. Now a screen set up for Achane. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Yes, you have to operate out of the backfield like a traditional running back. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
3rd down, 3 to go. They'll motion the tight end, Smith. Tua now on 3rd down. That one taken in. Tyreek Hill. Touchdown, Miami. His big game continues. His 3rd touchdown this one. Numbers 11, 12, and 13 on the year. Now Sanders on for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Dolphins add on to their already sizable lead.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. 1st and 10. In motion is Myers. On 1st and 10, it's Minshew. To the left side, it is caught by Myers. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to, what they call, punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
On 1st and 10, it's a handoff. Wait a minute, it's a reverse. And he'll work forward for about 4. It's 2nd down. To throw, Minshew. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus May. And the Dolphins are going to take possession. They've got it at their own 42.
Look, Mike, the reality here is that he's just not seeing the field the way that he needs to. Now, give credit. A big part of this is the defense doing an excellent job disguising its coverages all game long. Just before the snap, when he thinks he has the answers, the secondary changes the questions, and they've been rewarded with 3 picks for their effort.
Hill brought in motion.
Ready, set.
And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. We'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Tua going to give it to Achane. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. Here we go. 1 final play. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete. And that will do it. This one comes to an end.